has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
First down, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Rico Gafford, 76 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Dobbins. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Play action. Now it's Locke. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Locke and Sutton on the connection there for a Denver first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 9. From midfield, here's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 6.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
This is taken in at the 5.
Locke's pass.
That one goes for 30 yards.
Noah Fant. 1st and goal, Denver.
Losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
One more time with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's the option. Quick throw, Mayfield completes it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They go play action. Mayfield. Going inside here, and that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
6 at the Broncos' 37-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got more.
All the way home for the Broncos score. J.K. Dobbins, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Mayfield's pass.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Broncos 14, Raiders 7.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much. pitch on 3rd and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Now Mayfield. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Now, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield. And this time will be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. When you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And Mayfield again with the interception. His 3rd. Picked off around the 41. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cortland Sutton with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Going to give this time to the tailback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play? Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to have the Raiders
first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
The 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Pitch it out here. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Those passes intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Simmons. The first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Block now on first down. Under pressure, and he will.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On play action, Lock. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Raiders 7. Boston.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Kirschman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game. I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going
right? Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and that'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. Again, he targets Jeudy, and this time the catch made. 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, team going.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Shotgun snap to Locke. Hard throw, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be
working with them on. Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And 7 at the 28-yard line.
Fake the handoff, now Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Throwing, Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
And he's able to put it through.
Broncos 28, Raiders 14.
The touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this
10-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success.